Hey.
Hey, bro.
How are you?
I'm good, man. What about you?
I'm good, man. Just started my show.
Hell
And
yeah.
pulled up.
Hold on.
I just woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's almost 4 o'clock. So I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta go live.
Let me
Hey,
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. Hi, Nate. Great time for a show.
I agree. What's up, Sean?
Les Peter Guitar Jam.
Hey, Moo.
Moo.
Oh, he said moo at the exact same time. It said moo. You got your timing down perfectly. All right.
Yeah, I was also sleeping in today long, man. I just got up
Brown.
4 hours ago.
I was worried because I
Show.
noticed you hadn't been playing today. I was like, oh, I hope Summers are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a little headache when I woke up, so I went to bed again.
Well, the earlier show you guys that were watching, I had said that I was going to get a camera. I was going to get a camera so you would be able to see both me here, sitting in here, and outside behind me at the same time. Before I bought the camera, I was like, let me see if I can adjust my cameras and make them work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. And I started fiddling around with them, and I got to here. So you could see my face and see outside simultaneously now. It was just a matter of fiddling with the
Sean,
settings
a.k.a.
and not
Orca.
being on the internet, just being by myself
Confess
and
and
having
chilling,
time to
taking
really...
a mental health day, lot of drama over the weekend.
Token
Sun
Dave.
decompressing, LOL.
Right on.
Southern Fisherman 843. What's poppin'?
Hey, man, I'll tell you what's not popping. I got all these bites on my foot from these fire ants. You guys are familiar with...
Oh, man.
Yeah, those red fire ants. And the ant bites turned into these pimples. And I got on the internet and it says, don't touch them, just leave them alone. So I'm just leaving them alone. They said they'll go away eventually. So they look terrible. Looks like I got monkeypox, bro, on my foot. I got the MP. I got the MP. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right here in this whole area. I got the MP on my foot there. You can see a little bit right there. It's pretty bad. Also, I stepped on a bougainvillea thorn, and it might still be in my heel. I don't know because I'm not flexible. I'm not flexible enough to see. Yeah.
Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. Fire ants, break out the flamethrower.
I think the thorn broke off in my foot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see. See, I can't look right at it, but I can see it from the side, and it's in such a bad spot. There does look to be like a little black dot in the middle of where I got stuck. It looks like that fucker may have broken off inside my foot. That's why it's so painful walking around. But it's possible that it's not. Whoa, what was that? Uh-oh. Okay, so this just shut off on me. My audio just shut off. I don't know why. It should have been charging. Oh, it's not charged. Okay, that's a problem. This charging cable doesn't seem to be, like, it doesn't look like it, even though doesn't that white flashing not mean it is charging now? Maybe I'll lose connection on my
Patrick John Wilder.
speakers, but I think I'm okay now.
Hey, Nay. Went back to watch the Andrew Tate show that I missed, and man, was there a lot to unpack, LOL. Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. I hear you fine, Nay.
Nick Brown, what's up? Nick hates the sound of his own voice, so he's just gonna say, psh. Oh man, now my fucking speaker keeps dying. This is bullshit. Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay, now it's charging for sure. Okay. Lost my ability to podcast there for a second. Okay, I think we're live. Yeah, so that thing about Andrew Tate, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I just saw another thing. Shut the fuck up, shit live is trying to make Andrew Tate and Jackson Hinkle look good. and it's almost impossible to do. He was trying to clip it and tidy it up and just nip out just what he needed to try to paint Jackson into this hero. Shut the fuck up, Shitlib. Trying to paint Jimmy Horror. I like that. I slipped up, but that was funny. Jimmy Horror into this into this perfect image. And he couldn't even do it with his little video editing magic. He tried to, but he couldn't do it. And Jackson Hinkle still comes out sounding like a misogynist. Andrew Tate still comes out sounding like a misogynist. It's hilarious. And Jackson Hinkle sitting there defending Andrew Tate, saying they obviously banned him because he's he calls him a free thinking man. He's a free thinker. Oh, he's a free thinker, eh? Look at him, oh, he's just like Jordan Peterson. All the way he talks just like Jordan Peterson. I think they're from the same neighborhood. I think they rode the same school bus together, eh? You go, oh, Bucko, you and that guy on the school bus together, eh, mate?
Beasland 420 Torres.
I got my countries wrong.
Yo, nay, what up, brah?
What's up, Enoch? Oh, God, I hate the way that moron talks. It really bothers me. What is... I'm not hearing Cyber all of a sudden. My Discord volumes are all the way up. Look at that. Okay, this is fucked up. I have to reconnect Discord
Benoit.
to the audio.
Hello, Nay, and all the trenders. How's everyone today? Enoch YU Beasland 420 Torres.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
2 nays at once. Hell yeah.
Your voice was totally muffled up. I could not hear you at all for a few minutes there.
Wow. I don't know what happened.
Me neither, bro.
This Bluetooth shit fucks with the computer.
You're fine now, man. No problem.
Awesome. Okay, let me take these pills.
Let me pack the bong here.
Yeah, I gotta do that. After I take these. Well, these pills I take, one is a probiotic. It's just got little bacteria in it from my belly. And the other one is, for those of you guys that wonder, you always see me taking these 2 pills. This is just an old bottle that I use, but these are those probiotics, and this is exactly what it says. Omeprazole. Omeprazole.
Seamark Cannabis.
It's called.
At Enoch YU Beasland 420 Torres. Cheers.
heartburn.
At Nays Garden NLRC YU Beasland.
What are all those pills? Nay's on some serious anti-personality medication. No, this is me unmedicated, so this is what you get. All right. I'm glad I got some water with me on today's show because I should always have water, and I don't. I never have water. God, once you hear Andrew Tate speak, you can't unhear that accent, that horrible...
He's a fucking idiot, man.
He mangles the English language with his accent.
Dave C. Fishing.
So hard to listen to.
Water and smoking.
The fact that he never mastered English should be a red flag for everybody that listens to him. They should be like, man, that guy can't talk right. What was that one word I was making fun of that he couldn't say right? Because he couldn't say the T in between the 2 syllables. And like instead of saying destined, he'd say destined.
And smarter.
Smarter. Yeah, smarter. Smarter. Instead of smarter, he says smarter. Like he completely deletes the T in a word. And like I said, red flag. Guy can't learn to speak, man. That's a red flag right there. That's not a lisp. That's just a guy who isn't hearing things correctly. Smarter. Who taught you to say smarter? No, Jordan Peterson doesn't even say that shit. Smarter. What are you, from fucking Connecticut, dude? Smarter? Yeah, I wonder if anybody will get that Connecticut joke. Let me know. Looking for seeds, man. Not seeing any. I think we might be okay, but I don't want to smoke another one, man. I've been smoking way too many seeds. It makes you crazy. Did you guys know that? Yeah, smoking too many cannabis seeds makes you crazy. Smarter. Now you're smarter.
Kendra Ivy. Hey, May.
Kendra Ivy, hello. How are you? Alright, let's see here. Are we ready to smoke, Cyber?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Really ready.
No
Setting up the
law
phone in
regarding
hand.
cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Kendra Ivy. No law regarding cannabis.
Yes. So what else are we going to talk about today? Let's see. Crypto's crypto. Let's get rid of that. And let's look at headlines. Just see if anything's going on. Oh, that's right. There's a counteroffensive underway in the Russian-held South, Ukraine says. A military source says the target is Kherson. Ukrainian forces begin shaping battlefield for counteroffensive. Yeah, that doesn't even mean anything. You don't
Deep
shape
sea
the
fishing.
battlefield.
Tropicana cookie.
They try to make Ukraine sound like they have some kind of control over what's going on. Ukraine is shaping the battlefield. They're shaping it. The people don't even do that. It's not a thing. No one has ever shaped a battlefield. One army goes out, another army goes out, and wherever the fucking the exchanges take place, that's the fucking battlefield. No one is saying, "Oh, I'm gonna draw you a boundary for this battlefield, eh? I've got my chalk line
Deep
here.
sea
I'm gonna
fishing.
come out here and I'm shaping the battlefield
Uh-huh.
so everybody can see the
Bombs
shape."
decide the shape.
This is the shape. Exactly. Bombs decide the shape. Snipers decide the shape. Ukraine doesn't decide the shape of the battlefield. And that terminology on CNN is written exactly for the reason of manipulating a narrative to make it look like to you that Ukraine has some form of control over them getting destroyed by Russia right now. Oh, and by the way, that's what's happening right now. Russia is destroying Ukraine in war right now and it's all American munitions that Ukraine has to defend itself, and all those munitions are getting blown out of the shit by Russian military, and they just don't want to tell you those words. Instead of telling you those words, they're going to say, Ukrainian forces begin shaping battlefield for counteroffensive. They're doing something. They're getting ready. They're getting ready to think about starting to maybe consider fighting back. It's fucking pathetic. It's so pathetic that I literally need to put this on the screen so you can see how pathetic it looks. This is how pathetic that statement looks when you look at the statement. Ukrainian forces begin shaping battlefield for counteroffensive. Oh, they're doing stuff. You guys get that? You get that whole narrative? I mean, David Campione did. Anybody else? You guys get that?
Yep.
Cyber gets it. You guys get it? You guys get that this is the narrative that CNN is giving you. That's a non-story. You realize this is a non-story. These are just words to try to make people like my mother feel good about sending money.
Why is it in quotes like it's a war term?
To the homeless that we've allowed to get bombed out of their homes, that we're encouraging the bombing of their homes, that we're going to send money to the homeless that we've created. That's how they try to make these people feel good about the billions of dollars you hear America is continuing to send. Well, this is going on. Your money is going to a great place because Ukrainian forces begin shaping battlefield for the counteroffensive. Oh, they're going to start fighting back now, everybody. I just want to do this show as Andrew Tate. You know what they're doing here is they're going to shape it for you. They're shaping the battlefield. That's what they do. The Ukrainians are very tough and they're intelligent, because they play chess. And chess makes you an intelligent person. And only people that play chess are intelligent. And only people that understand the rules of chess can understand the rules of shaping a battlefield into perhaps a square with a bunch of different colored squares on it. So the battle offensive can take place on that battlefield that's been shaped by the Ukrainians, eh? Did I do good?
Yep.
Decide the shape. Why is it in quotes like it's a war term? It's not even a thing. Shaping battlefields, like you said, bombs decide the shape. Wherever they attack, that's going to decide the shape. Wherever Russia's missiles land, wherever they decide to park their tanks,
services in my business,
and whatever buildings they decide to run over, that's going to decide the shape.
Seems like we are just outsourcing our war from Ukraine now.
It's a dogfight. Hi, Billy. It's a dogfight. It's a dogfight that just costs a lot more money. We're literally just paying to see, dogs fight. Which, what's that ever achieve, right? Nothing. It achieves nothing, right? But that's where we want our money to go. Shut the fuck up, shitlib is trying to paint Tucker Carlson out to be some kind of a hero because Tucker Carlson can say we shouldn't be at war, and that for some reason saying that we're not at war, that we shouldn't be at war, that makes Tucker Carlson a god to shut the fuck up, shitlib, for some reason. Hey, I never really thought we should be at war. Wow. I worship you now. Oh, Tucker Carlson, now everything that you ever
Billy
said
Valentine.
that didn't make sense doesn't matter.
Know what I'm saying? Hey, Ukraine, need missiles and shit? Well, we need your resources. What a coincidence.
All of the lies that you've helped throw out there, Tucker, all the hate towards women, towards black people, all of this, more black people kill black people than white police, all your bullshit rhetoric. You know what I'm talking about. All that shit. Oh, that's all erased now because Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib says that you're anti-war. So that makes everything okay. And now we should all listen to you. Now we should all go running and listening to you. It's just a little, we should listen to each other, but that's just painting that picture of Tucker Carlson into this hero that the left should be seeking out, to go out of their way, clamoring to go have these conversations with. After all of the rhetoric he's just put out yesterday, all the support for Trump that he put out there, and we're supposed to just ignore all that? Go find Jeb Bush. Go find Mitt Romney if you want to have those fucking conversations. You could have had a conversation with someone like McCain, But you're grasping at straws when you're thinking, Tucker Carlson is the answer to discourse in this country. He's not.
Billy Valentine. About 1,000 Ukrainians showed up in Pigeon Forge for a work exchange program last week. They're doing everything from road work to pouring
I
coffee.
wonder if Tucker Carlson interviews Ron DeSantis. You know? I'm just dying to find out. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Of course he does.
The operating principles of global investing right now. But try to get someone to define with precision what ESG is, and no one will, because there is no precise definition. Because the point of it is to push corporate investors to the left, and then, of course, to punish anyone who dissents. In pursuit of high ESG scores, poor countries like Sri Lanka have destroyed their economies and then saw their government toppled as a result. Countries like Germany are dimming their traffic lights to save electricity because ESG. So if ESG accelerates in this country, you can imagine where we will be. Very few politicians seem aware this is even happening. One who does
Billy
know what's going on,
Valentine.
is doing something to stop it is the
I
governor of
liked the
Florida, Ron
Mexican
DeSantis.
exchange
He has an
workers
announcement
banner.
tonight about his plan.
There are too
to
many
fight
Adidas
ESG in the state of
jumpsuits
Florida.
now.
Governor DeSantis joins us now. Governor, thanks so much for coming on, and thanks for noticing this. It's a big deal.
Thanks for noticing
so what are you going to do to push back?
Well, Tucker, we're going to do a couple things. First, we are going to do through Florida state pension system a flat ban on any type of ESG. And as you say, they like to wiggle around. It's basically a way for them to do politics. So we're going to make sure that that fiduciary duty is defined very clearly and that they stick to that. We're also want to provide protections for people in the financial marketplace from being discriminated against based on ideology. I mean, we've seen Wall Street Bank.
Dude, he wants to protect people who are being discriminated against based on ideology, but not based on gender, but not based on race. Huh.
Billy Valentine. They look like brothers.
He wants to, well, they're brothers in hate, and they're brothers in ignorance, and, you know, according to Shut the Fuck Up Shit Lib, I'm supposed to be listening to people like this.
Discriminate against contractors who are involved in helping us against illegal immigration or against firearm manufacturers, things they don't like. So the upshot of all this, Tucker, is we want to stop these kind of masters of the universe from trying to do through economic power what they cannot achieve at the ballot box. And it's really an end run around democracy where they're trying to impose.
Yeah, an end run around democracy, and when you pull 5 elected officials out of office that were elected by the people of the state of Florida, 5 officials that were elected by the Floridians, and replace them with 5 of your own hand-picked cronies that the people had no say in, and you want to talk about
really an end run around democracy.
Running an end run around democracy. Really? That's hilarious, because you're the fucking king of it.
Billy Valentine. I would never listen to a guy wearing blue, black, yellow, and white at the same time. That's a clown, not a reporter.
Bro, don't forget the gray. He's got a gray striped. He's got a gray striped, like a picnic basket, like a picnic tablecloth shirt. The frickin', you know, candy cane stripe fucking tie. It's horrible. He looks like there's one dude who doesn't need to wear a bow tie to just still completely look like a complete goofball.
Where they're trying to impose these things. And here in Florida, I want to be governed by the values of Destin, not the values of Davos.
Well, that's exactly right. It's anti-democratic. I mean, so nobody ever votes on. I mean, there's never been
Billy
a vote
Valentine.
on anything pertaining to,
Oh, I thought that was sky blue.
ESG. Am I right?
It looked gray to me.
That's right. And what happens is you'll have asset managers who manage all these pension funds. They will require ESG. The companies themselves will do it. I think there's a couple reasons. I mean, I do think part of this is there's woke employees in these companies, and the inmates have basically run the asylum.
So understand that woke means that you support LGBTQ rights, you support not discriminating against people based on the color or their gender or their sex. That's what woke means. You guys understand that. And he uses that word like there's bad people.
Billy Valentine.
That are
He's
woke.
dressed like a Five Guys bag of fries.
They want rights for the LGBTQ. They want free speech. How dare they?
So some of the CEOs bend to that. But I do think there's some of these CEOs, Tucker, who really like to exert power over the rest of us, and that's what we're doing. It'll be a disaster for our economy, of course, with we've seen with the energy. But to have the economy politicized this way, that's a recipe for disaster. But then also, it takes power away from the American people and lodges it into these international corporate titans. And that's not, I think, what our founding fathers ever intended.
It certainly isn't, and it's been going.
And I totally agree with what he just said. If he legislated like he spoke, it would be great, man. If he actually did that, but he doesn't do that. This is all bullshit. What he's saying that let me tell you something. There's plenty of corporations out there that this guy is in the tank for. Plenty. Even when he tries to sound like he's anti-corporation, no, he's just anti the corporations that disagree with him on his political motives.
On for years, and I don't think I've ever heard a national level politician mention it. Are other governors aware this is happening in their states with their states' pension funds?
I think there are, and I think that you're going to see some other states do what Florida. And then what I'd like to do is get a lot of the conservative states together, and let's get our proxy voting rights on all of our funds. Let's combine those and vote as a block. Tucker, we'd have over $1 trillion in assets between just the red states. That would make a difference when you're talking about that. So we would be able to check a lot of these ESG votes that are going on throughout corporate America. So I would urge all my fellow governors around the country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let's band together and let's fight back against this so we can keep power to the people.
Did you guys catch what ESG stands for or what ESG votes are? Was this discussed at the very beginning and I missed it from Tucker Carlson?
So something called ESG is one of the operating principles of global investing right now. But try to get someone to define with precision what ESG is, and no one will, because there is no precise definition. Because the point of it is to push corporate investors
Billy
to
Valentine.
the left, and then, of course, to punish anyone
Why
who
does
dissents.
DeSantis look like a young Harvey Weinstein?
In pursuit of high ESG
He does.
scores, poor countries like Sri Lanka have destroyed their economies and then saw their government toppled as a result. Countries like Germany are dimming their traffic lights to save electricity because ESG. So if ESG accelerates in this country, you can imagine where we will be. Very few politicians seem aware this is even happening.
What
One
is
who
ESG
does know what's
then?
going on and is doing something to stop it is the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. He has an announcement.
Guys, what's ESG?
So something called ESG is one of the operating principles of global investing right now. But try to get someone to define with precision what ESG is, and no one will, because there is no precise definition. Because
Can you tell us what the words stand for, Tucker? If you're going to do a whole report on this, an interview on it, and you're not even going to define what the letters stand for, ESG. I see the words green energy disasters on screen.
the point of it is to push corporate investors to the left, and then, of course, to punish anyone who dissents.
So I'm thinking he's talking like Green New Deal. ESG is like Green New Deal, carbon taxes, that sort of thing. Look, man, this is bullshit money that doesn't go to anything that's going to help anything. Okay, these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. That's the first problem I have with the carbon tax. The second thing is, you don't let companies destroy the planet and just take money from them and allow them to do it. You You make them stop doing what they're doing, and they need to refit everything and do it correctly. You don't just sit there and take money from them. So, if ESG is the Green New Deal and shit, yeah, I agree with what these guys are saying. It's funny, I do agree with them. We're not going to fix anything by taking money from corporations that are polluting. What we need to do is change their evil ways. Period. You don't give them a way out because they'll just pay you the money. It's like when a drug company does something and poisons a bunch of people and we find them and they're like, okay, here's your money. Nobody goes to jail. They keep doing their shit. They keep making millions of dollars or billions.
In pursuit of high ESG scores, poor countries like Sri Lanka have destroyed their economies and then saw their government toppled as a result. Countries like Germany are...
Environmental, social, and governance. Huh. ESG.
Margie Gattrell. Hello, how are you doing today?
Social. Governance. What? I don't get it.
dimming their traffic lights to save electricity because
Margie Gattrell. How are your PS doing today?
ESG.
Hey, Margie.
So if ESG accelerates in this country, you can imagine where we will be. Very few politicians seem aware this is even happening. One who does know what's going on and is doing something to stop it is the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. He has an announcement tonight about his plan to fight ESG in the state of Florida. Governor DeSantis joins us now. Governor, thanks so much for coming on, and thanks for noticing this. It's a big deal. So what are you going to do to push back?
Well, Tucker, we're going to do a couple things. First, we are going to do through Florida state pension system a flat ban on any type of ESG. And as you say, they like to wiggle around. It's basically a way for them to do politics. So we're going to make sure that that fiduciary duty is defined very clearly and that they stick to that. We're also want to provide protections for people in the financial marketplace from being discriminated against based on ideology. I mean, we've seen Wall Street banks discriminate against contractors who are involved in helping us against illegal immigration or against firearm manufacturers, things they don't like. So the upshot of all this, Tucker, is we want to stop these kind of masters of the universe from trying to do through economic power what they cannot achieve at the ballot box. And it's really an end run around democracy where they're trying to impose these things. And here in Florida.
Okay, so, you know, when I listen to what they're talking about, I totally agree with this. I totally agree. Because and the reason I agree is because I understand that we can't stop climate change. These guys believe the way they believe because they think climate change is a hoax and we're going to be just fine. We shouldn't do anything to stop it. So, even though I agree with them on this is a bullshit solution to a problem that can't be fixed, it doesn't make either of these great people.
Is that Barney Rubble?
You know, it doesn't make me like either of them, and it doesn't
Billy
undo
Valentine.
any of the bad bullshit.
I'm convinced all these guys are clones now. They all look like family. Even Dor has the same fucky douche haircut.
Fucky douche haircut.
Florida, I want to be governed
Let's
by the
smoke.
values of
Cyber.
Destin, not the values of Davos.
Well, that's exactly right. It's anti-democratic.
Cyber, cheers, buddy.
So nobody ever voted.
Cheers, bro.
There's
Hold on,
never
let me
been
get
a
my
vote
phone.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
pertaining to
to
ESG. Am I right?
That's right. And what happens is you'll have asset managers who manage all these pension funds. You know, they will require ESG. The companies themselves will do it. I think there's a couple reasons. I mean, I do think part of this is there's woke employees in these companies, and the inmates have basically run the asylum. So some of the CEOs bend to that. But I do think that some of these.
He's saying that woke people are people who think that, you know, climate change can be addressed by mankind. And it's funny is that I know that it can't. But I'm still woke-ass motherfucker, and he's going to have to deal with me. every day of his
Tucker,
life.
who really like to exert power over the rest of us, and that's what we're doing. It'll be a disaster for our economy, of course, with we've seen with the energy, but to have the economy politicized this way, that's a recipe for disaster. But then also, it takes power away from the American people and lodges it into these international corporate titans, and that's not, I think, what our founding fathers ever intended.
You don't know what the founding
been
fathers
going on for
intended, you
years,
motherfucker.
and I don't think
Fuck
I've
you.
ever heard.
Fucking,
of
I'm going to
national level
unseat
politicians
5
mention
elected
it, even
officials,
mention
and now I'm going to evoke the founding fathers. Really, you're a piece of human garbage, Ron DeSantis, and you guys can clip that and put that on the goddamn Twitter sphere.
Are other governors aware this is happening in their states with their states' pension funds?
I think there are, and I think that you're going to see some
You
other
ready,
states
Saad?
do it, Florida. And then what I'd like to do is get a lot of the
Take it
conservative
all.
states together, and let's get our proxy voting right.
What did you say?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right. Tell me when.
When?
Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Well,
Rights on all of our funds. Let's combine those and vote as a block. Tucker, we'd have over $1 trillion in assets between just the red states. That would make a difference when you're talking about that. So we would be able to check a lot of these ESG votes that are going on throughout corporate America. So I would urge all my fellow governors around the country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let's band together and let's fight back against this so we can keep power to the people.
He makes a really good point right there. I'll give him credit for that. I can't believe he said it. I can't believe that Ron DeSantis just said that, but I will play it again because you guys know I'm gonna modify this motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm going to destroy his everything that he's ever stood for. I'm gonna destroy. At the same time, I keep it real.
Billy Valentine. I blocked an art dealer, and he went all I made your career on me. He only sold one piece, and for a fraction of my price. I've made 5K without him.
We've seen it around the world.
Fucking
Governors around the
pimps.
country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let's band together and let's fight back against this so we can keep power to the people. In the country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let's band together and let's fight back against this so we can keep power to the people.
Yeah, because the concept.
So governors around the country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let America. So I would urge all my fellow, a lot of these ESG votes that are going on throughout corporate America. So I would urge all my fellow governors around the country, hell, Republican or Democrat, let's band together and let's fight back against this so we can keep power to the people.
It's that's the danger of Ron DeSantis right there, guys. You guys are witnessing it. Right there. And people like shut the fuck up shit lib will lift him up and not give you the counter message like I will. A shut the fuck up shit lib hasn't produced a single second of video that shows you all the horrible shit that Ron DeSantis has done. Why is that? Why is that? I literally have stacks of newspapers filled with articles reporting on this he's Adolf Hitler.
Dominic Leo.
Is the only way I can describe him.
May, you nailed it. Cannabis hells. He talk a lot of good, but what he does is not the same.
Yeah, he talks a lot of good. Well, in this one specific instance, he's going anti-left, because the left is all fucking gung-ho for climate and shit. So, he wins some people over when he does shit like this. And he knows exactly what he's fucking doing, man.
Yeah, because the consequences we've seen around the world have been really, really severe. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, I appreciate your telling us about that. Thanks very much. Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube.
That wasn't even like an entire freaking interview, and it wasn't even about Ron. He's like asked him one question, you know. He asked him about one thing. He was on to talk about one thing. It wasn't like a Ron DeSantis interview, but. Here, let's see what this guy says about it.
Here now is Republican Congressman Andy Barr from Kentucky. Andy, good to see
Billy
you.
Ballantyne.
Congressman, good to see you. We served together.
Talks a lot
you
of
come from
good.
the greatest committee in the House, the Financial Services
We
Committee.
talking
We both
about the
served
Don't
on
Say
that.
Gay guy?
Listen, you work on this ESG issue.
Yeah,
What's
this
your
is the
take
Don't Say
on
Gay
what
guy.
Ron DeSantis is
And so
doing
much
in
more.
Florida to make sure that his state's not investing in ESG
Not
funds?
this guy, but the guy we were just watching
Well,
with
I
Tucker Carlson.
applaud Governor DeSantis and other
He's
state
talking about
officials
the Don't
around
Say
this
Gay guy.
country who are pushing back against ESG and the allocation of capital according to politics as opposed.
So now they're trying to change the definition of what woke is, and they're trying to make woke have something to do with climate change. Do you see this? That's not, and he shouldn't be calling them woke corporations because it's got nothing to do with social injustice, which is the only thing woke is about, is social injustice. Woke has nothing to do with fucking climate, man. Oh my god. Oh, it's so stupid. It's such a misrepresentation of facts right there. But those are Governor Ron DeSantis' words. That's why it's in quotes. And Fox is literally doing their job by reporting it like this. It's crazy, right?
To maximizing investor returns.
Kudos, Fox, for the accurate
Here, the
reporting.
governor is prioritizing the fiduciary obligation of the plan, which is to maximize investment returns. And whenever these retirement plans, whether they're in the public sector or the private sector, invest based on these environmental, social, and governance metrics, they are subordinating financial performance to politics. And in Kentucky, we have real leadership in the state treasurer's office with Allison Ball, who requested an advisory opinion from our Republican Attorney General Daniel Cameron about whether or not the Kentucky retirement system could allocate capital according to ESG factors as opposed to maximizing financial returns. And General Cameron was very clear. He said this would violate the fiduciary obligation of the plan, and therefore in Kentucky, just like now in Florida, ESG is no longer the mode of capital allocation. That's a good thing for state employees.
Well, it is because, if I believe in oil and gas and coal and guns, and my state forces me to give into that retirement fund, but will invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an ESG fund, that money doesn't go to support oil and gas and guns. And so my question, that money doesn't go to support oil. Invest in, say, a BlackRock forces me to give into that retirement fund, but will invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an invest in, say, a BlackRock that invest in, say, a BlackRock that invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an ESG fund. Invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an ESG fund. Invest in, say, a BlackRock that 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 invests in an ESG fund.
What is he saying right there? What are the words that he's saying right there? Oh, let me look at what the words say below.
Dave C. Fishing. Black Rocket.
Right?
LMAO.
To give into that retirement fund, but will invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an ESG fund. That money doesn't go to support oil and gas.
A BlackRock. A BlackRock. Isn't it funny how he just pulls out of his ass? He just pulls BlackRock as a stock that he's going to invest in. It's like saying an Apple or a Microsoft, a BlackRock. But now, he wants. Fox News is pushing for people to invest in BlackRock. That should be fucking frightening as fuck, man.
My state forces me to give into that retirement fund, but will invest in, say, a BlackRock that invests in an ESG fund. That money doesn't go to support oil and gas and guns. And so my question for you, Andy, is
Billy Ballantyne.
Obviously, great work by Ron DeSantis.
Something
Anything
about a
that you guys
chicken.
are doing in the House that could actually partner with him to push back on ESG?
Absolutely. The goal of the House Financial Services Committee and Congress should be to push back hard against this Securities and Exchange Commission rulemaking, this
Dominic Leo.
534-page monstrosity,
What is he?
which will steer retail investors into higher fee, less
Governor of Florida.
diversified, and lower return investments, these ESG funds, which again underperform non-ESG funds, especially in a tech sell-off like we've just seen over the last 6 months. So we've got a whole portfolio of legislation that would push back against the Securities and Exchange Commission rulemaking, which would impose huge new liabilities on public companies, and again hurt, not protect investors, but hurt protectors by politicizing the allocation of capital. And one of the bills in our portfolio is my legislation. I call it the ESG Act, but it stands for...
Dude, I did not understand what that man just said. I swear, I just want to go back, and I just want to say, at this juncture where with the words that this man says, it's like I'm not even speaking this language. Listen.
Protect investors, but hurt protectors by politicizing the allocation of capital and the allocation of politicizing the allocation of capital by politicizing the allocation of capital, but hurt protectors by politicizing the allocation of capital.
He's going to politicize the allocation of capital. Okay, how do you politicize it? You mean you're saying they're politicizing it? I don't get what's that. What's the capital that's being allocated, dude? I'm so confused here. Is he talking about? Carbon tax? I think he's talking about carbon taxes.
And one of the bills in our portfolio is my legislation. I call it the ESG Act, but it stands for Ensuring Sound Guidance Act. This would amend the Investment Advisors Act and ERISA, because a lot of this is in the retirement space, retirement investment space. And we would require investment advisors and ERISA plan sponsors to prioritize financial returns over and ahead of non-pecuniary factors like ESG. This would hold investment advisors, asset managers, and ERISA plan sponsors accountable to focus on financial performance instead of politics.
Andy Barr,
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden Show, at Truthier News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter.
I don't understand anything that man just said. It's like he's not speaking to me.
Billy Valentine. Woke corporations? What, like Disney or like feminist boutiques?
Did they say woke corporations? Yeah, that would be like a company that, they're saying woke politicians, people that support carbon tax, Green New Deal type shit. I gotta clean my dog's ear and take him outside. What time? How's that? 47 minutes. Many people are watching the show. 7 people. I love you guys. You guys are great. But
Billy Valentine.
There's 7 of you here.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go outside and take my dog
So
out.
Democrats. Why say woke? LOL.
Why say woke is a great question. It's so dumb. It's like when woke means when the definition of woke is somebody who is in tune to social injustice. And you say, we're against all the wokeness. You need to come up with a new word. You need to come up with your new word, because woke's taken, motherfucker. You know, that word's already taken, you fucking idiot. Now you're talking about people that support a carbon tax are woke? It doesn't even make sense. How long ago was that? That was back in July 29th. I wonder what ended up happening with that. I'll put Lee Camp on while I'm walking my dog for you guys.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for joining me here at
I'll be right
Moment
back.
of Clarity. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play.
Andrew Hay.
I got
Hey,
a
chat,
great
how are
clip for
we?
you.
My bad.
It's a montage of all the.
Hey, man. My bad. My dog's right here. I thought my dog ran off to the door, man. He's right here. He's. I got up out of my chair and realized that my dog is 7 feet away from me. So, here. The benefit of having 2 cameras now. He's right there. There, you can see him right there. A little Beazle. My Beazle. My Beazle. My Beazle. Little Beazle. White Beazlin'. Little Beazle. White Beazle. Little Beazle. White Beazlin' all day. White Beazlin', little Beazle. Beazlin' all day. I was going to get myself another glass of water. I'm parched. I am completely, man. I really am. White Beazlin', Beazle. White Beazlin' all day. My neighbor's working out in the backyard. My buddy. He's cool as shit. He's fucking crazy too. He's fucking crazy. Checking the headlines for y'all right now. There's things going on, you know. The unexpected impact of sanctions on Russia. Analysis. It's a report on CNN. Here we go. I told my mother months ago. I said, Mom, these sanctions that America's, these sanctions. She's like, yeah. I was like, the stuff that I see on the internet is talking about how it's negatively affecting us now. And she's like, what? And I'm like, everybody's talking about it. I'm like, everybody knows. I'm like, the news that you get from the paper and this mainstream media show that you watch, MSNBC or NBC, she watches NBC. Lester Holt. You don't get that. You don't get that at all. He doesn't tell you that's it. It's like, Mom, in like 2 months, 3 months, they're finally going to have to start telling you the truth. Huh. Yeah. Russia's in a deep recession, but proving far more resilient than expected. That's in the first paragraph. First sentence. The ruble bounced back since its strongest level against the U.S. dollar since 2018. Interest rates are now lower than before the war. I'm just reading you guys excerpts from the article. And inflation, which peaked at almost 18% in April, is slowing and will be between 12 and 15% for the full year. The central bank has also revised its GDP forecast for the year and now expects it to shrink by 4% to 6%. In April, the forecast was for an 8% to 10% contraction. The exit of MasterCard and Visa barely had an impact on domestic payments because the central bank had its own alternative system of payments. Such great
Billy Valentine.
sanctions.
I don't
Yeah, you
like
just
online
cut
Webster's
America out of-
dictionary.
American companies
They
out of
adopt
a lot
all
of
those words
business
like woke.
with Russia.
It took
McDonald's
100 years
left, they
for
just
A to
changed
be
the
added
name.
now. Fleeperflu can be a fucking word in a day.
Woke. Fleeperflu. How Fleeperflu of them? It's the same people, same product, same supply at all the fast food chains that have left Russia, like McDonald's and Starbucks coffee, and they've left. No more American brands in Russia. It's been sanctions, such great sanctions, Kamala Harris, great sanctions, right? Such great sanctions. All they do is change the name, and it's all the same, and everyone's still going there and getting their coffee and their hamburgers. There was a French fry shortage in July in Russia. How do you have a French fry shortage for potatoes in Russia? How does that even happen? Oh, when Russia's potato harvest fell short. Yeah. And foreign suppliers wouldn't fill the gap due to sanctions. Hey Kamala, they didn't have fries for the month of July in Russia in the McDonald's. Way to go, Kamala! It's just sanctions, such great sanctions. You affected
Billy Valentine.
the French fry supply.
You
in
are
Russia.
a Fleeperflu. I just defined it. It is simply, purely, and undeniably oneself. A Fleeperflu.
You are a Fleeperflu.
Alternate definition. A floating dandelion seed.
You are a Fleeperflu. Floating flu, the Fleeperfluness. On a wind of Fleeperfluness. Civness. Zisms.
Billy Valentine. Ha 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 ha.
Fast food continuity is one thing. Russia's longer-term stability rests on its energy sector. Still by far the biggest source of government revenues. To say high energy prices have so far insulated Russia would be an understatement.
Cannabis hells. I said way back Russia would be just fine. These sanctions do nothing but make them do things stiffly.
The International Energy Agency says Russia's revenues from selling oil and gas to Europe doubled between March and July this year, compared to an average of recent years. That's despite declining volumes. IEA data shows gas deliveries to Europe are down by 75% over the past 12 months.
Billy Valentine. Or a synonym for yeet. I Fleeperflu, that fucker 5 yards.
Oil is a different matter. The IEA's March prediction that 3 million barrels a day of Russian oil would come off the market from April because of sanctions or the threat of them has not materialized. The major factor has been Russia's ability to find new markets in Asia. Most of Russia's seaborne oil exports have gone to Asia since the start of the war. In July, the share was 56%
Andrew Hay.
compared to just 37%
I'm
in
a fluffy
July.
unicorn.
Hey, fluffy unicorn, Andrew. Hey, what's up, buddy? Are you one of them fluffies, dude? Are you one of them furries?
Furry.
He's one of them furries, man.
Andrew Hay. Yeah, I'm very furry.
He's pro-furry in a pro-furry status.
Billy Valentine. I knew a brownie. He was a furry too. He wasn't very smart, 'cause he still wonders why I don't talk to him.
Brony. What the fuck is a brony?
I don't know.
Billy Valentine. A brony is a grown man that fanboys on My Little Pony. No, really.
Ah. Oh my god.
Andrew Hay.
Right now, the economic decline has started for Russia. Okay. All right. It doesn't seem that way from your own reporting.
Andrew Hay. Anybody seen the UFO at Area 51? I build that thing. Billy Valentine. One like what one likes. But one likes to find him. Fucking horse fucker.
So you built the UFO at Area 51, Andrew? Why don't I believe you? Cyber's just been killing this afternoon.
Yeah.
I can hear the kills.
I'm actually doing pretty fucking good right now.
Good.
I got the flamethrower earlier.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but I died one kill before I could get in the gun turret, so I was.
Oh.
Andrew Hay. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't believe me.
Oh, I might have to let my dog out now, though. No, we're just now starting to have fun. But I should go get some water, so...
Joseph Porras. What's up, Nay? How's your day been, brother?
Really good.
Russia's finding unlikely friends that
He's
are
full of
standing
shit,
to
but
test
in
the
actuality, my grandfather made decoy tanks in World War II. So he might not be bullshitting. Nah. Ha 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 ha.
I got it. So he's working because he saw somebody out there. I see him. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do here. I might not have to take my doggy outside. Wait, we have to see this. I have no idea what this is.
The old film star Jessica
old
Drake
is
now
this?
breaking her silence. She's going to join me live in just a moment.
Oh, 2018. Okay, that's really old. Hold on. Yeah, Lindsey Graham warning there's going to be a riot.
We know
we can watch this.
Ahead of
While I go take my dog out.
If Trump didn't win the election, you were grabbing a musket. You've apologized for those comments. But from that perspective,
I'll be right back, guys.
How do you view what you're hearing from Senator Graham as this investigation goes on?
Yeah, Victor, look, to predict violence and or to warn about violence, but not condemn it, is terribly irresponsible and terribly dangerous. And Lindsey Graham knows that. Lindsey Graham knows what he said last night will inflame people and is dangerous. I hear threats of violence every single day. And I will say, Victor, if Donald Trump is indicted, there will be violence. I mean, look what happened on January 6th. But those threats of violence should never stop the pursuit of justice. That's what a country who believes in the rule of law does. Lindsey Graham knows that, and it's shameful he didn't acknowledge that.
Yeah, and Ron, I want your quick thoughts on that, because we've all seen this horror movie before, as the congressman says, that if you have to be worried about violence, and of course we are, after seeing the foaming at the mouth mob that came out on January 6th, then that means that Donald Trump can never be held responsible for the things that he's done wrong, like the gross mishandling of these classified documents.
Yeah, the comments from Lindsey Graham are really, Allison, just another measure of how much political and social life in America is changing in the Trump era. I mean, it happens day by day in a way that sometimes it's easy to lose sight of. But think about how common threats of violence have become throughout the political system, against election workers, against public health workers in Board of Education meetings, against members of Congress who voted to impeach Donald Trump. We are seeing a kind of absorption of threats of violence at the edge of the Republican coalition in a systematic way, and too few of the party leaders, explicitly and unreservedly saying this is unacceptable. Instead, you get the kind of things that Lindsey Graham did yesterday, in which he doesn't directly call for it, but he doesn't condemn it. And by, as the congressman said, by predicting it without condemning it, you are basically inviting it.
Congressman, to this expectation that the win in November for Republicans may not be above 60 seats, as McCarthy talked about back in November, the president has some legislative wins. Gas prices are down. Al-Zawahiri is dead. But how much of this is on the Republicans that win won't be as broad as they predicted earlier?
A whole bunch. I would say most of it. Look, we're talking about a party, my former political party, that nominated a bunch of crazy, nutty, election-denying candidates. And as we've discussed before, that plays really well in a Republican primary. It doesn't play as well in the general election. The other thing is Trump. Trump. I mean, what have we all been talking about for the past month? Donald Trump, classified documents down at Mar-a-Lago. Trump energizes the Republican base, but he gets independents and all the rest of America out to vote as well, which is what happened in 2018 and 2020, and it could happen again this year.
Ron, I think we're hearing from some Republicans now, mainstream Republicans, who really take umbrage at something that President Biden said behind closed doors at this fundraiser. This wasn't, on the record, but he said it out loud. to this group. And so what the reporting is that he said at this fundraising event on Thursday was, quote, "What we're seeing now is the beginning or the death knell of an extreme MAGA philosophy. It's not just Trump, it's the entire philosophy that underpins the," I'm just going to say something, it's like semi-fascism. So what you're hearing from some Republicans now, including Governor Sununu in New Hampshire, they're trying to, I think, make this sort of the basket of deplorables equivalent. They're taking great personal offense at this, Ron. And but don't they between the MAGA wing and themselves?
I wonder if that made any sense. Whatever I don't know what they were talking about. No idea.
You want to smoke?
I'm pretty freaking high, bro. Holy
Okay.
shit. How about you? You're not high, huh? You want to smoke some more?
Not enough.
Okay, let me see what we got going on here. Is Nick
Don't want to pressure you.
is Nick in there playing?
No, I think he's at work.
Oh. Okay. All that noise I thought
Nays
was coming
Garden.
from you, but it was coming from
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden, at Nays Garden Show, at
All right,
Truthier
I'm
News
ready
for the full
if you
podcast
are.
experience.
Roger that.
YouTube
Cheers,
channel
bro.
at
Cheers.
Truthier News on Twitter.
Kill.
You what?
Okay.
I just realized that I need a lot of melee kills so I can unlock that new thing who came out. It's a handgun and a knife called Valley's Revolver.
Oh.
You need 15 melee kills, and it's a revolver and a knife in one, I think. If you go out on the handguns, then it's all down in the bottom. I think it came with this battle pass.
Yeah.
I gotta leave those two windows open for a good 15 or 20.
Oh, it is a revolver and a knife.
Okay,
One.
outside track. The longer the better, maybe even 30 minutes.
Whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Yeah. We got 3 ACs up in this bitch.
Hell yeah.
I go to my house to get the shovel. My dad's got the back porch door wide open. I mean, just, he's losing his mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough on me, dude.
Yeah.
Tough, dude. So I'm sorry about yesterday. We're gonna build that all up, get that all fixed back, but then,
Tease me with the kill while I'm working.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, White.
You guys are awesome. Okay, man. Close. Social. Alright, I'm joining.
Okay. You sure I not should join on you?
No,
Never mind. You have a
I don't
better
mind if
connection.
you
I
want,
forgot
you want
that.
me to, well,
No,
who are you, dude? Oh,
It's
you're
all
the
good. It's
skull.
all good. It's all good.
Cool.
You want to play only team deathmatch, or you want some domination or kill confirmed?
Whatever
also?
you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do.
Roger that. Hold on. Let me.
I'm going to make my game volume down because I know that's going to be blasting. Cool. Dude, I just realized Because it's fucking dinner time. I wonder what my mom made for dinner. Dude, there's gonna be dinner. Whoa, look at you, bro. Look at us.
Pissed off C-3POs.
Look at...
Billy
Let's
Valentine.
go do a kill quick.
I'm
as
back.
quick as we can. Let's get in
Was
here.
chopping potatoes.
Do a kill. It's quick. You chop potatoes? You know, Russia could have used those in July, bro. You know, because of our sanctions, bro. They didn't have French fries in their McDonald's, so that's the extent of our fucking sanctions. God, I needed that water so bad. There's something wrong. I never drink water like this.
Nice.
Team deathmatch. Take out all enemies. You're in the thick of it now.
Oh my God.
Billy Valentine.
I'm so high.
Russia can keep their vodka fingers off my potatoes.
Right?
They'll just make vodka.
Right, Billy? Dude, I am so disoriented right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm lost. What am I doing? What am I even doing here? Who are these people? Why did I get...
Who are these people?
Why did I walk up to a fucking sparkler and die? I just walked up to a sparkler and dead. Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm warmed up now, son. I got killed a couple times. I'm loose. I'm ready. Let's do it now, baby. Let's do this. Okay. I'm lost again. Okay, I'm dead again. Don't know why.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I saw someone shooting. I'm using my super scope. Oh, I took a headshot. Bam! Ow. Dude, that guy could just totally see me. Oh, wow. He's dead. I'm dead. Why couldn't I see that guy? Where is he? Oh, it's around the corner. Where's he shooting from? It seemed like it was really far away.
Enemy recon.
Oh, is it from behind that smoke? Oh, there he is! Son of a bitch! Oh my God. There's smoke. It's like eternal smoke, man. They got like some shit going. Look at the fire coming in. Come up, move up. Move up, son. I know where you are. You are right there. Yeah, throw that grenade over there. Good job. I got one for him too.
Friendly glide bomber incoming.
Okay. Where's this dude over here now? What was up with that smoke, dude? It was like eternal smoke, but now it's not there anymore. I couldn't get that guy. Oh shit, where is he?
That was me.
Oh shit. Somebody with a shield, bro. I thought I saw someone with a shield. Freak me out. Oh my God.
I have detailed files.
I have detailed files about the
detailed
files for your
files.
files in your filing cabinet. And put them in the chopper. Ah! To the right, I believe. Maybe. Where are we? I don't know.
We underground.
Take me out of here.
A long building.
I am lost. This guy's got the same gun I've got. Has he got my gun? Did he pick my gun up?
Thank you.
Yo, bro. Whoa, he's getting shot.
Teammate called a firebomb in run. Heads up.
I ain't going out there. There's people shooting at me out there, dude. Are you kidding me? Look at all the people out there.
Whoa.
Where are they? Where'd that fire come from, bro?
That was a firebomb.
Unreal. I can't get a single kill, bro. I can't get a kill to save my life. I can't get a kill to save my life.
Billy Valentine. Just had to teach a life lesson to the kids.
Uh-oh.
It consisted of handing over their piggy banks. I scammed the kids. I'm awesome.
Oh, kill. Oh, I can't get a kill, dude. I can't get a kill. I swear. It's so funny. I can't get a single kill. I literally have my SMG or this LMG that I love. And I can't get a single kill, bro. This is so funny. I'm so tense right now. And you just breathe.
In and out. In and out.
Alright. What the hell? Who's shooting at me? Oh, there you are. I see you. Oh, it was a friendly. He must have been like, what is going on, dude? Why is the ground erupting all around me? Oh, friendly.
Keep the momentum.
Not friendlies, not friendlies. Oh, where was that guy? Really? Unreal. Psh. Unreal.
Enemy recon on flyby. Friendly mortar fire coming. Enemy glide bomb incoming.
Whatever. I didn't get a single kill, bro. Okay, I got 3 kills. I don't remember getting them. I don't remember getting them, but it says I got 3 kills. Who's that dude?
You're not getting away from me. Got a double kill.
Billy Valentine. Is Rogi's hair soft or wire?
Soft. Really soft hair. He's a little sweetie, snuggly boy. Is Mom making dinner, man? I don't know what's going on. I should probably back out right now, bro.
Billy Valentine.
Alright, you guys are great. I love you
Leo
all.
too.
Take care.
Luxor's hair was like a shitty bale of hay.
You're fantastic people. I love you all. And I will see you later on the next show. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the hour.
And you may have a bon appetit.